Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is about some happy fragrances which are just perfect for summertime. These fragrances are primarily or predominantly fruity and bursting with juiciness, or even if they are floral, they have this inherent freshness and this sexy juiciness about them. So if you're interested in that, please keep on watching. So the first one on the list today is Cariocaheart by Jusbox. This one to me is a fantastic fragrance. It's a sparkling, fruity, woody, very musky fragrance with prominent notes of mango and pineapple. It's slightly floral with peony. I've heard some people saying that they smell ripe yellow mango here, but to me, it's not juicy mango here. It's more like green and a little dry mango. The mango doesn't feel syrupy. I know it's not helpful when you hear two totally different viewpoints about the same fragrance, but I can only speak for myself and on behalf of my nose. As to my nose, this is dry, and I mean it in the best way possible because I absolutely love this fragrance. It's light and it's sparkling and it's airy and kind of crispy fresh, but not in a citrusy way. There's lemon oil here. The lemon oil note is not very citrusy and is blended nicely with this super light wearing vanilla. So it's fresh in a musky and a very woody way. The texture of this fragrance is light in feel but not in performance. On my skin, it offers 8 plus hours of longevity with beautiful moderate projection. It's mood boosting and uplifting. These two words are probably going to be like a common factor in all of today's fragrances. There's a powdery, vanillic, creamy, and light boozy quality to it. There's ambroxan adding to this airy and yet velvety and musky goodness. It's a stunning fragrance, absolutely unisex, tropical, fruity, sweet, woody, perfect for summer. It's Carioca by Jusbox. So the next one on the list is Deep in Desire Yacht by EBK. So I took it out of the back of my fragrance wardrobe last week. It was my scent of the day yesterday. And I sprayed it at 7:30 a.m. and kept on smelling it for more than 8 plus hours. It gives you this all day of prolonged presence on the skin, and not just occasional whiffs, but in the form of this constant scent bubble. It stayed on my skin all day, actively pleasing my senses. Excellent longevity with a beautiful soft to moderate projection and sillage. It's one of the best gourmands I've ever smelled. It's not heavily sweet or a total foodie gourmand. It's foodie, but it's lightweight, hot weather appropriate foodie in a perfumey way. It smells like the most luxurious blueberry muffin, absolutely jam-packed with juicy blueberries. The note breakdown doesn't show any blueberries here though. It says black grapes, but to my nose, it's blueberries through and through. You can smell the subtle warm nuttiness with the hazelnut. There's definitely this citrusy fresh element to it due to the bergamot. It feels a little spicy with the pink pepper. It's woody with dark chocolate in the base, giving it a little smooth and creamy bitter sweetness, if that makes any sense. A powerhouse in performance, quite unique to be honest, and you won't find anybody smelling like this. It's stunning. It's Deep in Desire Yacht by EBK. So the next one on the list is Lamar by Kajal. I love this scent. It's one of the most juiciest scents I've ever smelled. The juiciness here is stunningly, noticeably off the charts. The fruits here are done in a way that they stay fresh and sweet and juicy in an excessively, surprisingly, and mouth-wateringly intoxicating way. And that's because it has the most freshest and the most juiciest and the most ripened and the most delicious pineapple. To me, the pineapple actually overpowers all other notes, including apple and the red berries, in a good way. It's not nauseatingly strong, but potent in a very uplifting and mood boosting way. It's a kind of scent that feels new. It gives you the feel of something new. This fruity opening transitions so beautifully into this floral zone. Beautiful, well blended florals here. Luscious rose and jasmine and magnolia. The florals smell so natural and so fresh. To me, it's primarily fruity with a beautiful floral element to it, and the fruity and the floral components together give you this such elevated and joyful wearing experience. It's a fragrance with this happy, refreshing opening, which by the way carries on throughout the wear, leading on to this sweet, cozy, and comforting dry down. The dry down is this sexy and irresistible vanilla, amber, musk, and woods. This is a flawless composition, one of my all-time favorites and my forever. And I do think that despite of being heavy, fruity, and floral, it performs beautifully on a man as well. I love it on my husband. It smells like a bit muskier and woodier on him. Although I must say that you do need to like your fruity scents to be able to enjoy it. Performance is absolute beast mode with 8 plus, in fact, I should say 10 plus hours of longevity, a huge room filling projection, and an intoxicatingly alluring sillage. Excellent for any weather. This is a magnificent scent. I love this. Is Lamar by Kajal. So the next one on the list is 100 Silent Ways by Nishane. 100 Silent Ways is a prominently white floral dominated scent with a sweet, fruity, and creamy undertone. There's tuberose here, so you have to like the tuberose to like the scent. There's peach and mandarin in the opening, together with gardenia, jasmine, and orris in the heart. So it's a fruity and floral scent with a powdery element. There's vetiver, sandalwood, and a hefty dose of vanilla in the base, giving it a creamy, woody, and a beautiful luscious sweetness. It's quite sweet, so you do need to like your white florals and sweet fragrances to be able to enjoy it. It's warm and comforting. This is a combination of fruity and floral done right, in my opinion. It feels inviting. I get good longevity with a soft to moderate projection on my skin. It's not a groundbreaking scent profile, but it's a feel-good scent, especially for people who enjoy their white florals. The vanilla here is gorgeous. This is 100 Silent Ways by Nishane. So the next on the list is Guidance by Amouage. This fragrance is something else for me. Every time I speak about it, I start smelling it in my head. That's how much this is stored in my senses and my scent memory. It's a beautifully done fruity floral fragrance with a nutty, creamy facet to it. It's one of the most beautiful and most complex scents in my collection. It's a combination of soft, creamy, and sexy. And to me, this is an all-weather appropriate kind of scent. Despite of being a total and absolute beast in terms of performance, it's light enough to feel good in the warmer months, soft enough to feel cozy and comforting, and strong enough to cut through the heat as well as the chill, and still perform like a monster on a date night or on a wedding or any other social or formal event. Having said that, I don't think this is work appropriate though. This stuff here is sexy, so unless you want all eyes and all noses and all the attention on you, it's probably not a good idea to wear it in work environment. It's one of my most complimented scents. The blend of pear, the hazelnut, the rose, the saffron, together with jasmine sambac and sandalwood, vanilla, and nakigala wood. It's a lightly sweet and very creamy and very woody fragrance. It's a perfect special occasion scent, which is bound to get you noticed. Phenomenal performance, lasts forever, projects heavily, and leaves the most incredible scent trail. This announces your presence before you enter the room. Absolute magic, but not a safe blind buy at all. You must try this on skin before committing to buying a full bottle. It's an expensive perfume and it's very polarizing, but I love it to bits. It's Guidance by Amouage. So the next one on the list is Delina La Rosée by Parfums de Marly. This is such a gem for the hot weather. Yes, it's the same Delina DNA, and yes, you're reminded of Delina from the very first spray. But along with the similarities, you also notice the differences between the two. Delina La Rosée has that vibrant, that airy, and such watery feel to it. Not aquatic though, not seaside aquatic. There are no aquatic notes here. It's just watery, somewhat transparent feel running through the composition. It's transparent in texture. In fact, it feels like all the notes that are present in the fragrance have a level of transparency about them. It's kind of like soaking the fruits and the florals in a beautiful glass jar of water, letting them soak, letting their essence out, release that essence in the jar, and then using that watery essence to make this beautifully uplifting concoction. In fact, the whole experience feels watery and translucent, just like the bottle. It's the perfect packaging for this scent. It's La Rosée, so the rose is pretty amped up. The rose and peony go together so well with the fruity, faintly citrusy opening with lychee and pear and bergamot. It has a citrusy aspect to it, but it's not a citrusy fragrance. The note structure on the website say transparent flowers, and that's exactly what you're getting here. It dries down to this floral, fresh, rosy, softly woody, and musky experience. And when I say transparent or light and airy, it doesn't mean that it's the light and performance kind of fragrance, because it's not. On my skin, I get the similar beast mode performance I get from the other Delinas, with excellent 8+ hours longevity and a beautiful projection with a stunning sillage like the other Delinas, to be honest. It's like a more fresher take on Delina, if you will. In my opinion, both Delina and Delina Exclusive are all weather appropriate, strong enough to cut through the heat and light and fresh enough to for the warmer weather. But if you do want to assign them a season, I would say Delina Exclusive is perfect for your colder months because of it being ambery, oriental, and vanillic and having the oud. Delina being right in the mid is perfect for spring and autumn, with this one being perfect for the warmer, hotter weather. This is such a delight to wear when it's warm outside. It's such a mood boosting, flirty, and fabulous spring experience. This is Delina La Rosée by Parfums de Mali. So, next I have another Parfums de Mali fragrance. This is Cassili by Parfums de Mali. This to me is a perfect holiday fragrance, especially a beach or a tropical holiday. This is a perfect warm weather fragrance and it smells exactly like it looks. To me, it smells of peaches. It feels like there is a prominent note of peach in the opening, but there is no peach mentioned in the note structure. As per the note breakdown, there is red currant, Bulgarian rose, transparent white flowers in the opening, plum accord, mimosa absolute, plumeria, which is frangipani, petalia, and the base notes have sandalwood, tonka bean, and vanilla pod. Frangipani has a very sweet, floral, beautifully tropical scent with rich and creamy undertones. And there's a prominent presence of fruity and floral notes with some powderiness and a touch of creaminess. So it's a delicately sweet, very velvety, very creamy, a little powdery, fruity, floral fragrance with a tropical accent. It's suitable for daytime wear, but I can also picture someone on a holiday spending all day by the sea or by the poolside and then going back to the hotel room, taking a shower, getting all freshened up, and wearing a pastel colored floral flowy dress, spraying this all over, and going out for a walk in the town or for dinner with friends or with their boyfriend, who, by the way, is also wearing something summery like white or a light blue linen shirt with beige shorts, or maybe a relaxing dinner with the family. Yeah, it's a perfect scent for that. It has moderate longevity and soft to moderate projection on my skin. The scent is really enticing and captivating, and it's beautiful. Again, this was also not blind by safe, in my opinion. You do need to like the smell of peaches to be able to enjoy it. But if you do like it, it's a perfect scent for spring and summertime. This is Cassili by Parfums de Mali. The next on the list is Ajayeb Dubai Portrait by Lattafa. So this is a very affordable but a very good quality citrusy, fruity fragrance with a beautiful crispy mango. It's soft and crispy and creamy at the same time. There's oud in the notes, but you'll have to look for it. It's not strong at all. It's a little powdery with uplifting tropical nuances. It's musky. It's a mood boosting fragrance, and it's been compared to Soleil de Jeddah by Stefan Hamid Luca, which I don't have, so I cannot compare the two. But to me, this one is an excellent fragrance in its own right. It feels like a good quality fragrance, performs well, lasts a long time on the skin with a soft to moderate projection, and creates this beautiful, nice scent bubble around you. It's perfect for warm weather. This is Ajayeb Dubai Portrait by Lattafa. So that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.